Hey wonderful baddies, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Angie. I'm a psychic medium here on YouTube that does a whole bunch of different types of readings and services and webinars, you name it, I do it. So if you feel called and are interested, I'm actually going to be launching my very first webinar that's supposed to be taking place on May 21st. So if you feel called to try to find out the difference between a karmic, twin flame, soulmate, and kind of understanding a little bit more information about the overall dynamics and how these types of relationships actually play out, feel free to check out my website. I'll leave links to this down below in the description bar of the video, or you can search angiesawakening.com. So this reading is definitely going to have an extended, so we can get real juicy and real deep in terms of what your person was actually thinking the last time that they saw you. So we have 3 piles for you to choose from today. So we have pile number 1 here that says Hawaii sunrise. We have pile number 2 that says be happy. And last but not least, we have this moon one here for pile number 3. So do your thing, guys. Pick your pile, and I'll see you wonderful baddies in your reading. So hey baddies in pile number 1, thank you so much for joining me today in your read. So we're actually going to be diving a little bit deep in terms of what your person was thinking the last time that they saw you wonderful people. So we have, as I said in the introduction, if you feel called to check out any of my readings or services, feel free to check out my website. I'll leave links to this down below in the description bar of this video, especially if you are a DF or DM wanting to know whether or not you and your person are actually twins, or if you want to get a personalized reading based on your situation, and you feel called, of course, feel free to check out my website, angiesawakening.com. I also want to let you guys know as well that there are still spaces for my webinar that I'm going to be launching on May 21st. So if you feel called about learning the differences between a twin flame, soulmate, and karmic connection, as well as finding out the importance of why you should basically, if you are a twin, protect your twin, protect yourself, and that sort of thing, you can check out my webinar information. That is going to be down below in the description bar, and check out my website. And I also want to let you guys know as well that on May 15th, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for 2 lucky subscribers that will have a chance to win a free personal reading by me. So all you have to do from now until then is like, comment, and sub to the channel to be entered into the draw. I also want to remind you guys as well that on this Saturday, so that is May 14th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live where I will be doing a free reading. So I did this last weekend. For those of you who joined, I thank you guys so much for your support. If you feel called and would like to check out my free read, you guys can also do this as well, and stay tuned for my live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is enough. Let us get into this reading. So let me just put this up here, and I'm going to set this also here so that this can be with us for the energies of today's reading. So yes, okay, pile number 1, your person's energy the last time they saw you. So let us see. And this reading will also have a extended. So if you feel called and would like to purchase the extended, where we're actually going to be talking about your person's sexual thoughts with you, we're going to be doing that in the extended. So if you feel called, you can go and check that out. So we have rejection. So it looks like the last time that your person saw you, there was some sort of rejection feeling that this person was going through, essentially. So they may have felt like you may have kind of like cut them off, or maybe there was some sort of separation that happened after you guys last connected. But ideally, this person seems like they were in this energy of fear, most importantly. So this person was very much, I'm hearing, heavily triggered by you, and they were also questioning in terms of how you really felt about them. So I feel like ideally you guys, there was some sort of conflict definitely that happened. But it was like both of you guys were not willing to back down in your terms of your defenses. So it was a situation that led to some sort of quick decision, quick set of action that took place between you and this person. But I do feel though that this connection definitely is one that's very resilient. So there is an opportunity, I feel, to reconcile with this person if that's something that you want. But ideally, there was some sort of truth that you were not seeing, pile number one, which was definitely what triggered this sense of rejection between you and this person. So I'm hearing for a lot of you guys out there, it was kind of like this situation was causing you a lot of stress. So maybe it's like one or both of you guys had to essentially sacrifice something of some sort. So it could have been a situation where maybe you had to go to them or they had to come to you, or there was some sort of lack of recognition or lack of feelings of completeness between you and this person, it seems like, pile number one. So let us see exactly what this person was thinking about when they last saw you. So let me just pull some cards to find out a little bit more in terms of what they were thinking in the headspace with pile number one. What were they thinking? Okay, here. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. So a lot of mental energy, I feel like, in this person's headspace. So they're telling me that this person thinks a lot about the last time that you guys connected. We also have here the Six of Pentacles at the back in reverse. So no, not all the deck is reversed. It's just this person's energy is really blocked and they're heavily triggered at this time. So this person, the last time you guys met up, it was some sort of confusion, a lack of, there was some sort of stalemate that led to this separation between you and this person. So your person is coming forward to say that right now at this time, they are feeling very much heartbroken and they're really in this period of rest and restoration between you and them. I also see here as well with this Page of Swords card in reverse, this person definitely was very deceitful. So they could have promised you something, or I'm hearing for some of you guys, it could have even been a situation where they were tied to someone else. They didn't share that information with you. So they kind of like were in this energy of just thinking about themselves. So there was no consequence. There was no thinking about, the reality of their actions. So it's like in every situation, there is some sort of consequence that happens. So essentially, I feel like this person wanted to have their cake and eat it too. So for a lot of you guys watching this is definitely giving me some sort of third party vibe. So if you know for sure that your person is tied into a third party, it could have been a situation where both of you guys had found out the truth of where you guys essentially stood in the connection. Or if again, this is your twin that you're watching for, I feel like you knew intuitively that this person was not available or they were not free. But on the other hand, it was kind of like you kept wanting to try to ground the connection and kept wanting to try to make it work. So I see here that right now the energy is more about a lot of like strings attached. So it's like, if I see you, then you need to give me, I'm hearing the pussy, or you need to give me the dick or something like that. So it's kind of like giving the vibes of like there is no true connection, like it's a lack of commitment. So your person was very much greedy, where we're in this energy of just wanting to take from you, take from the connection. And I feel like for a lot of you guys watching this as well, you could have really invested a lot in this person. So you could have invested money, your time, your efforts, hoping that your hard work would pay off and you guys would be able to ground the connection. But ideally, this person was very much deceitful and very dishonest in terms of you and them. So I just feel like this person is giving me the energy of a big betrayal. So like there's definitely a lot of secrets that were brought to the surface the last time that you and this person met. So this person knew exactly what they were doing. So we see here the chaser energy. So chaser in codependent relationship, a fear of abandonment issue. So it's either you or this person was in chaser energy. So it's kind of like you guys were rejecting your intuition, knowing fully well that this person basically was not free. They were not available. So the last time they saw you guys, it was kind of like they felt that you were very needy, very controlling as well. And not necessarily that you are a controlling person or anything like that. Don't get it twisted, pile number one. But what I feel for you though, is that they saw that you had some sort of abandonment issue that you weren't willing to address. So for a lot of you guys out there, this is speaking to a lot of that inner child wounding. So when I look at this, I feel like it could have been a situation where you guys had some mommy issues or daddy issues or whatnot that was still lingering around, that you've been essentially toting around for a long time. So this person basically felt that you basically were in this energy of just chasing them, wanting to be with them, not wanting to let them go. But I feel like ideally you guys had to part ways. Like this situation was kind of like the inevitable, where you guys just had to come to some sort of end, right? Because naturally I feel like it was a situation where it was just incredibly toxic. So let us get some hidden messages from this person to you, and then we're going to take it over to the extended, where we're going to find out this person's sexual feelings towards you, pile number 1. So definitely pile number 1, heavy healing I feel for you guys. And you could be dealing with a Aquarius. I'm hearing Libra, Gemini. I'm also hearing as well, for some of you guys, you could be dealing with Saggy, even though Saggy is not on the table. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So this person right now is in this energy as well, where they're remembering every single detail of that day. And I feel like you guys are mirroring each other. So both of you guys are in this energy at the moment where you guys are just like thinking about all the things that may have happened or could have gone wrong. So it's a lot of headspace rumination happening between both of you guys at this time. And I feel like for some of you guys, you are panicking about, you know, if this person is actually going to return or what's going to happen next between you and them. So it says, I left you before you could leave me. So you or this person, this is why we were feeling that rejection wound, right? So it's either you or this person was afraid that the other person was going to ghost the other one first. So it's either you cut them out or they cut you out. And this is because of this inner child wounding work that is required. So I'm actually going to make note of that. So I got this download actually as I was here now. So I need to actually introduce inner child healing webinar. So we're going to be doing that as well. So look out for that in the future. So I'm probably going to be launching that early next month, if not the ending of this month. I've been called actually right now to do that. So we're going to be doing an inner child healing webinar for the collective, I feel like, as well, because I feel like a lot of people right now are kind of like in the stuck, stagnant energy. And so this will help you to really shift that. So guys, this is what I have. But before I let you go, pile number 1, I'm actually going to get a last piece of advice from the guides if you're not able to join me in the extended. And then from there, we're going to hear what the guides have to say about the situation. So we have here judgment, higher self. So a lot of you guys, I feel like, have been getting a lot of communication from your higher self at this time. So your higher self has essentially been piloting a part of your evolutionary process, is what I'm hearing for you. And this is a card number 10, which is all about endings and completions of a cycle and a new beginning. So for a lot of you guys out there, I feel like this connection with you and this person is either it's going to be able to come back for reconciliation, or for a lot of you guys out there as well watching this, I'm also seeing that there's an ability to basically ground a new connection with someone else if you're willing to do the work. And that is all about the inner child. So if you would like to find out in terms of what you need to heal and move on with, I also offer those readings as well in my self-development section on my website. So if you feel called and would like to figure out exactly what you need to do, or if you guys are interested in some coaching, I also do that as well. You guys can hit me up via email. I'll leave that in my description bar, or you guys can purchase the reading on my website if you feel called. So let us now read and see what this is about. So we see here, it says precision, reality, analysis, discernment. So a lot of you guys need to be listening to your higher self at this time. This isn't a time to act under an imagined sense of urgency. Keep your emotions from running away with you. Turn to your higher self, engage with power and reason, and trust your inclination to step away from drama and intensity of the moment. Study and analyze all the factors of the situation and allow your higher self to guide you to be at the right end. Sleep on it at night. Better yet, sleep on it on 3 nights. Then head to your higher self's message. Leave it for me for now. So one tip that I could leave you guys with as well is that usually what I do when I have a question or burning desire that I want to know, I typically either write it down in a book that I keep beside my bed because I do a lot of lucid dreaming. Or another tip that I have for you is that I typically also like to write down my question under my pillow and sleep with it under my pillow. And that's also how I'm able to gain clarity on my situation in terms of what should I do? How should I move forward? So in the extended, we're going to be getting a little bit of this person's sexual messages that they feel towards you at this time, if there are any that come through, as well as we are going to be also taking a deep dive in terms of this person's next steps or next actions towards you. So thank you so much, pile number 1, for joining me. I'm now going to take this to the extended. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub to the channel, because on May 15th and ongoing, I will be doing giveaways to my subscribers. And if you feel called, check out my live free reading that will be happening this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks so much, guys. Love and light. Take care. Hey, pal number 2, thank you so much for joining me today in your reading. So if in case you missed the intro, I want to let you guys know that my name is Angie. If you're new to my YouTube channel, hey, thanks so much for subbing to the channel. I am a psychic medium and also a twin flame that does readings here on YouTube for the collective. So if you feel called and would like to check out any of my services and products, as well as any of my webinar series that I currently offer, you can feel free to check that out. I will definitely leave links to this down below in the description bar. I'm also letting you guys know as well that I actually got some downloads while I was doing pile number 1's reading, which is crazy. So I'm going to be actually releasing an inner child healing webinar series for the end of this month, in addition to my twin flame and my other 2 that I also have as well. So, and we're also going to be looking at facing your shadow. So this is going to be all about shadow work, the inner child. And so with doing this webinar, this is going to allow you a cool and interactive way of learning how to do the work, essentially to level up. So if you feel called, you can check out those webinars that I'm going to be adding on my website, and I will leave all of that down below for you wonderful baddies to check out. So pile number 2, this was a subscriber requested reading. So I thank you very much to the subscriber who requested this. Much appreciated. So this is going to be the last time that they saw you, their thoughts. And this is going to have an extended read where we're going to be finding out this person's feelings towards you, their actions towards you, sexual messages, and advice for the collective. So let us now put this here, pile number 2, so this can be with us for the energy of your read. So let's see in terms of, let's find out the overall overarching energy that this person had when they last saw you. So we have here happiness, so beautiful, pile number 2. And it's crazy because it actually correlates very well with this sticker here that you chose, which is happy. So it seems like you and this person definitely have a lot of happiness when you and this person definitely think about each other. But at the same time, there looks to be a little bit of some lingering resentment that you guys also have too. So it's kind of like a bittersweet vibe is what I'm getting. So it's kind of like maybe for some of you guys who are watching this, because remember, this is a general. So I'm going to be reading for hundreds, thousands of you possibly who are going to come across this reading at some point, because all reads are timeless. So for some of you guys watching this in the collective, I do feel like there was some sort of trigger that happened. It's like, this is where I feel like this person gives you the energy where you do feel incredibly happy to be around them. You enjoy spending time with them, but you also feel this anger towards them as well. I'm feeling like for some of you guys, there was some sort of illusion that you might have been involved in. So I feel like maybe it's a situation where you take on a lot to try to please this person or vice versa. And then it's like it leaves you feeling very stressed and very fatigued. So I feel like for a lot of you guys as well, there is some sort of impulsivity where this person is concerned. So it could even just be that maybe you didn't want to have some sort of sex with this person, or maybe you didn't want to just act in the moment, but ideally you guys made some sort of choice that was very impulsive, either to see this person or react the way you did where this person was concerned, which left you guys also feeling very frustrated as well too. So it's like you feel happy, but you also felt angry, frustrated, so like really in your feels. And I'm also seeing here as well that there is some sort of link towards you guys. So a lot of you guys need to practice as well using a little bit better discernment. And I do feel like for some of you guys watching this, your person may have also ghosted you, or you may have ghosted them as well too. So let us see pile number 2. So in terms of this person's, what were their thoughts? What were they thinking in the headspace when they last saw pile number 2? So what was this person thinking the last time that they saw pile number 2? So this is a lot. So we have Justice in reverse. So there was some sort of loss of balance and control is what I'm hearing with this card. We have here the 8 of Pentacles. So let us pull another card. Okay, so they wanted several. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. And this is going to clarify. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm just going to move this slightly up. So that way all of these cards are in shot. So let me just double check. Yep. So this is now in shot as well. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, you could have received some shocking news because I said shock. So you guys could have also received some sort of shocking news. And I'm also hearing there was some sort of tower moment based on deception that could have happened for some of you guys as well. So we have here the 2 of Wands in reverse. And we also have here the Hierophant in reverse. So I feel like for you guys watching this, there's going to be a lot of you, I feel, getting this reading. So essentially, there was some sort of loss of control, a loss of balance. So I feel like for a lot of you guys watching this, there was some sort of hope or faith that you guys had in terms of rekindling, rebuilding the connection, making things work. You were probably hopeful too that this person had been focusing on their healing or evolving in some sort. But ultimately, there was some sort of dishonesty and unfairness that happened where this person was concerned. Because the Justice is all about balance and equality. For some of you guys watching this, you could be dealing with a Libra. I'm also seeing here there's 2 Pentacle cards here as well. So you could be dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We also have here the 4 of Wands, which is also fire sign. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, or I'm also seeing as well, I don't know, Gemini is not fire, but I'm hearing Gemini. And you could also be dealing with a Capricorn, is what I'm hearing as well. And with this Hierophant, you could also be dealing with a Taurus. Taurus or Libra, definitely, one of the two. So what I see here with this Ace of Pentacles card is definitely there was some sort of lack of accountability, a lack of honesty, and a lack of integrity towards you where this person was concerned. So with the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel that there was some sort of missed opportunity, bad chance, bad investment that I feel one or both of you guys had invested in. So essentially this left you feeling very much drained is what I'm hearing, and very angry and disappointed in terms of how the situation might have played out. So for some of you guys watching this, I do feel like it's giving me some sort of third party action as well. Same with pile number 1, where they may have been involved with somebody who I'm hearing could have been a karmic or could have had karmic tendencies. So remember, even though yes, we are twin flames, us and our person do still carry a lot of karma. The purpose of the twin flame journey is actually to clear and transmute the karma that is in your bloodline, their bloodline, as well as the karma between you and your twin. So if you are a twin, take it as it resonates. It's like there was some sort of deception, betrayal that definitely was brought to light. I feel like ideally you did want some sort of new beginning and solid opportunity with this person. So for a lot of you guys, I do think that the discrepancy was definitely around the fact that you wanted some sort of prosperous new beginning, and ideally there was some sort of betrayal that left you kind of like feeling incomplete. But I do see here as well that you really had been working hard, and so this is where it's kind of like you really put your passion, you put your all in this connection, and then for it to kind of like not pan out the way you wanted it, it's disappointed. And so for a lot of you guys, I feel like this could have been you or them in terms of your fear of wanting to change. And a lot of you guys had been playing it safe, essentially in fear that, you know, if I take charge or if I take action, this person might decide to walk away from me altogether. But ideally, I feel like this is relating to a lot of obstacles, frustration, delays, that you guys went through. So it's like you guys may have been staying safe in terms of avoiding some sort of disaster or some sort of disappointment that was happening. And so this is giving me some energy too with your person, where they may be also a control freak, where they want to have their cake eat it too, and they want to stay in some sort of control. Your person also likes their freedom as well. And so this is where I feel like this person tends to put people in a lot of illusions, because they themselves are not really sure about their life. So it's kind of like, if they go left, they bring everybody left with them. They go right, they bring everybody right with them. It's like there is no specific direction this person wanted. Like, I don't even think this person truly knows exactly what they want with their life and in terms of what will make them happy. So I think as well, a lot of them maybe have been in this energy where they thought that you could have been their happiness. But the thing this person wasn't realizing is that happiness actually starts from within. So nobody can make you happy but you. So ideally, this is where you need to make a decision in terms of what you want. So I feel like this person may have even sold you out for some sort of abundance or money or some sort of addiction for a lot of you guys as well too. So it's like this person really had a lot of vices or things that you may not have known, essentially, and really put you in a lot of confusion and disappointment. So it's kind of like the last time that they saw you, they were reflecting heavily on this as well. So for some of them, they were thinking about even coming clean, sharing a lot of that dishonesty with you. But at the same time, it's kind of like they were trying to stay safe, right? So they didn't want to say anything, because if they did, then this could have created a little bit more strife between you and them, which they didn't want to. And so for some of them, I feel like this is where they may be in some sort of commitment already with this Four of Wands card here, but they don't want to get out of that situation. Or for some of them as well, there is some sort of home conflicts that they were thinking about the last time that they saw you as well. So it's kind of like they didn't want to rock the boat, because at home there is something that is an imperative, because we have it here with the Four of Wands, and we have the Hierophant as well, clarifying the Four of Wands. So the Hierophant is all about a high level commitment. So for some of you guys, they may have a mother, father energy, something like that, that they have to give to, or children could be imperative to this person as well, or another connection that they may not have told you about is some sort of imperative in their life at this time. So let us also pull a little bit more cards. And again, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. This is also a card about commitment as well. So it's like they definitely had something else that they weren't telling you about, pile number two, and they were thinking a lot about this the last time that you saw them. So we have here heart with a key. So welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. So again, so for a lot of you guys, I feel like you gave this energy of this could be the one. But ideally, for some of you guys watching this, it's kind of like your person may know that you are very special, but at this time, they're not willing to let go of the situation or the imperative that they are tied to still at this time. So we have here healthy choices. So making healthy choices in love, in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. So this is all about feeling good about yourself. So this is also going to be tying into the shadow work webinar that I'm going to be creating in terms of developing more of a self-love and self-care for yourself. This is how you deal and address the shadow. Because ideally, if you look at the shadow, it's meant to be very triggering and very emotional. But ideally, this is about you leveling up, pile number two, and deciding in terms of, even if this is your twin, soulmate, whatever, is this person a healthy choice for you? How does this person make you feel? Despite of the illusion where you guys might feel incredibly connected together, this person seems like they're still kind of like doing a little bit of dishonesty, which is not good. So we have here separation. So again, this person is very much thinking about you a lot at this time, and they're unsure about the future, I feel, as well, because it's just like so much things may have happened that they don't know if this connection can actually recover from the past. Like the past is very big as well for this reading. So we have here outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you might even be self-sabotaging too, by just thinking about the situation over and over again and how things had played out. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's about acknowledging that everything played out exactly the way that it was meant to play out for everybody's highest good involved. So this is where, again, the emphasis on your happiness needs to be the priority at this time, pile number two. So let us see now what this person's messages are to you. So they're saying, I want to feel that way again. So I do feel like, again, you very much are connected to this person, but it's like, is it really genuine though? Like, is this person just using you? Even if they're your twin, right? This person can still use you regardless, as long as you allow this to continue happening. So you have to love yourself enough to recognize that if it's a sexual connection, or even if it's your twin, you guys are just hooking up and casually, you know, whatever, you have to identify, is this truly what's making you happy at this time? So this person is also afraid to contact you because I feel like they know that you're angry, and they also know that you're pissed off at them. So they don't want to contact you because they do know that if you guys contact each other, it's going to definitely bring some sort of tower, and like an additional tower on top of what may have happened. And again, this is due to the deceit, right? So let us read the advice from the guides in regards to this deceit. So this person definitely lied to you, pile number 2. So let's read card number 27. So 27 is all about 9, which is the self. So right now the emphasis should be about your happiness, and your self-love within self is what should matter at this point in time. So you see here, your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all is not as it appears. Something is off and you may be in danger. Pay close attention to what is going on around you, as well as what is going on within you. You'll soon notice that the bad vibes are in the air. They signal that someone is potentially able to exploit or manipulate you in some way. So be on the alert and trust your vibes if things don't feel right. It's hard to believe you say that can't be, but your guardian angels remind you that the treachery and deceit are subtle and difficult to see. After all, no one wants to believe that someone might hurt them. Sometimes it's a deliberate attempt to conjure, but most often it's an act of self-protection at your expense. But this may show up in your coworker's failure to inform you about a project deadline that has changed, or your mother withholding the fact that your father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, or even your own neglect to tell your mate that you've overspent this month and can't pay the bills. Deceit and manipulation need not be maliciously intended to occur or be damaging. Often it's the result of the thoughtlessness or fear. Your guardian angels urge you to trust your vibes completely when it comes to your suspicions of others. Also, equally scrutinize your own deceptions. Either case leads to dead ends and disappointing outcomes. Ask your guardian angels to protect you from deceit of others and your own temptation to deceive. Have the courage and integrity to be honest. Your guardian angel's message will try to watch over you. So your guides, your guardian angels, and spirit is definitely with you right now at this time, pile number 2. But this is where I think that you guys have to look at things using your third eye. So trust your gut again. With pile number 2 in regards to the vibes, the feelings, everything that you see right in front of you. Because it's like, for a lot of you guys, I think there might be some sort of situation that you're refusing to see. But it's about acknowledging the situation for what it is and being able to move forward. So now, guys, I'm going to be taking this over to the extended, where we're going to be finding out this person's next actions towards you, as well as their feelings towards you, as well as we're going to get some sexual messages and some advice, last but not least, from the guides. So I will see you wonderful folks in your reading, and don't forget to sub to the channel, as well as to check out my website if you feel called to book a personal reading tailored to the situation, because I think for a lot of you guys watching this, you definitely need more personal clarity towards your situation. So if you feel called, you can book any of my readings or services that I do offer. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. So let us take this to the extended. Take care. Hey, pile number 3, thank you so much for joining me today in your reading. So guys, in case you missed the intro, I want to let you guys know that I actually am going to be launching my webinar, which I've already advertised for and stuff. So if you feel called, you can check that out. It is all about understanding the difference between a twin flame connection, soulmate, as well as a karmic connection. So I also want to let you guys know as well that I will be releasing, actually I'm probably going to upload that tomorrow, another few webinars I just got to download for spirit, because I feel like this is the energy of the collective. So the collective right now needs to understand a little bit more about inner child work and inner child healing. So this is about looking at a lot of our traumas and things that we carry, and how it impacts our relationships and being able to connect better with other people, as well as facing your shadow. So again, so when you do the shadow work, this is where you're going to be able to step into the energy of true self-love and self-care. Because I feel like people talk about this all the time, but ideally, it's like they don't want to face the bad in order to get to the good. So we're going to be releasing those 2 webinars, which I will be uploading and releasing them tomorrow after I record this. So if you feel called and would like to check that out, I'm actually going to squeeze them in after the other 2 webinars that I have launched as well, for like the next couple of weeks. So that way, if you guys feel called, we can help you do the shadow work as well as facing the inner child for healing. So let us now tap in pile number 3. So this was a subscriber requested reading. Shout out to you, Subby. Thank you so much for requesting this read. So this was the last time that they saw you. What were their thoughts? So let us now set this aside here so the energy can be with us for the reading of pile number 3. As well as let us hop in. So we're going to get the overall overarching energy for you and your person, pile number 3 at this time. So we have here magic. So it seems like you guys very much are connected and based on your third eye and intuition heavily at this time. So I do feel like for you guys, there is some sort of healing work that's required, especially I'm hearing crown chakra activations. And for some of you guys, there is some soul chakra activations as well. So soul chakra is actually located above the crown. So for a lot of you guys, this is a lot of ancestral downloads is what you guys are seeing. And so what I feel for this pile right now is that you and your person essentially are thinking about a lot of your triggers and the way in which you guys may be able to possibly find a way to compromise. Because I'm noticing here that there's 2 circles and in the middle there's some sort of illumination. So I feel like this is the illumination of truth happening for you and your person at this time, and heavily soul chakra as well as crown chakra activations taking place for both you and your person. I also feel like with this purple here, there's definitely a lot of intuition that's guiding the both of you guys at this time. So the last time that they saw you, they're really thinking about a lot of ways in which that they may have messed up the connection between you and them, and in terms of how they can essentially build it back, because what they're recognizing is that you guys are actually a lot stronger together than you are apart, because this is also telling me about 2 souls merging together as one. So now this person is thinking about how their life may be a little bit more not so easy without you, essentially, is what I feel. So it's interesting because I feel like on most of the piles that I picked up on today, it's like limited to no communication, or if not, separation between them and their person. So I feel like in the past, your person also was not listening to the illumination that they felt about you and the connection. But I do feel like the truth is going to set both of you guys free, is what I'm hearing. And there is a lot of movement that's also taking place at this time in the connection. So this is where I feel like both of you guys' heart chakra is being triggered heavily as well at this time. So the chakra activations I feel for you guys is third eye, crown, star, soul chakra. I'm also hearing sacral, solar plexus, heart chakra as well. So this person is being triggered in a lot of the upper and lower chakras at this time where you're concerned, but I do feel like it's more higher chakra activation. So for a lot of you guys, it's the heart chakra is the gateway chakra to the happiness, to the heart, to healing in the whole totality. So without this heart chakra activation, it's difficult, because even for a lot of readers and stuff like that, they haven't even tapped into the higher levels or channeled the higher levels of reads. So that's why for some of you guys watching this, you may wonder, how does she know all of this stuff? Well, that's because I am definitely tapped in the higher level chakras. I've actually myself am now working in the soul star chakra as well. So higher level channeling is taking place at this time. So that's why with you guys, I feel like this is where through that heart healing, through that movement is what is triggering you guys to do the work. So it's through the connection, through the love that you guys share. So this person is thinking a lot about the last time you guys connected and the memories, the feelings that they feel deep inside for you. And they do want to make some sort of movement towards you in the connection. So this is a very powerful read. I feel it already. So let us now find out in terms of what they were thinking the last time that they saw you. So we have here the Ten of Wands. So it seems like your person might have been tied up with a lot of duties and responsibilities that they had to attend to. But I do feel now that your person has gotten a little bit more clarity. They may have now recently come to the understanding that these things were irrelevant because they really and truly wanted to grow something special with you, but because they were just thinking about their burdens, this didn't happen. This person was also in this energy of basically like giving their power away. So with this King of Wands card in reverse, I feel like your person may have been also in this energy of overbearing responsibilities, expectations, thinking that, oh, you know, I need to be able to stay in control. So it's giving me an energy of a lot of selfishness this person was in and a lot of insecurity and jealousy they had been feeling towards you. But ideally, this person was just like lacking a lot of direction is what I feel. And with this Mother Star in reverse, this person was not thinking about manifesting anything big with you the last time that they saw you. So I do feel like this person was just thinking about all the things they may have to have done. And so this person essentially was not in the energy of wanting to invest heavily into the connection. So what I do see here is that this person really was kind of like, I feel triggered by you. So it's something that may have happened also triggered something deep within this person. I feel like they were trying to cultivate something, but they just didn't know what. And a lot of it was them basically being in this energy of ego. So while they were in their ego and their pride, they failed to recognize how special you were and how special this connection really was. So let's see, what was this Ten of Wands card like? What was that about, Spirit? So what was the burden this person was dealing with? Okay, so let us put all of this here. So I'm just going to turn this sideways so I have a little bit more energy. When I say energy, a little bit more room for your reading. So we have here Strength in reverse. So again, this person was giving their power away to somebody else. So you may have been giving your power away to them, and they had been giving their power away to somebody else as well. So they could have been tied to a third party or overbearing job or some sort of responsibility that they had to take care of. So with the Nine of Wands, this person definitely was stressed out the last time that they saw you. And this person wasn't really sure in terms of what the motive was. It's like, what's the dealio? Delio is what I'm hearing. So some of you might laugh, that might resonate with them. So it's kind of like giving me the energy where this person had very high walls, expectations, boundaries. This is ego. This is all ego. So this person pretty much didn't want to recognize you for who you were. And I feel like generally it was very poisoned because it was like it had the ability to be really good the last time you guys saw each other, but this person just had up too many boundaries, too many defenses. They just wanted to maintain that level of control, and they were just really obsessed with, you know, their pride, their ego, again, recognition. So this person was very much in this toxic type of energy where they were just jealous, insecure, selfish. A lot of them could have been very impulsive as well, very angry, kind of like puffing up, blowing smoke. You know, this person just really was not in a good frame of mind the last time that they saw you. So with this King of Wands card here reversed, let us see what happened. Why is this King of Wands card in reverse? We already know this person had been entertaining other people. So we have here Four of Swords in reverse. And we also have the Ace of Wands. So this person, again, was in this period of wanting to kind of like come out of this restlessness. They, again, were burned out. It's like their duties, their responsibilities, a lot of emotional baggage this person was thinking about the last time that they saw you. So this is where I do feel like this person had the ability to essentially level up at that time, but they didn't want to. They didn't want to face themselves. So this ultimately left a lot of blockages between you and this person as well. But I do see here that now is what I'm hearing as a side note. This person is gaining a little bit more of more inspiration, desire, and willingness to want to fix this situation between you and them. So let's see this Mother Star here in reverse. I kept hearing, they kept thinking that this connection between you and them was just not going to work. So we have here again, Strength in reverse. So again, they were just giving their power away. So this is clarified with Strength. So this is telling me that this person was just having a lot of pride, doubt, a lot of weakness. Like they were just giving their power away to addictions, people, places, and things that were just not serving them. And so they were thinking a little bit about that the last time that they saw you. But I feel like they weren't, their 3D self wasn't thinking about this. It was their higher self more that was thinking about this the last time that they saw you. So let us now see in terms of, you know, now that we know this person's thoughts, right? Let's see in terms of what some of their hidden messages that they want to share with you today. Yeah. So I'm hearing that this person actually has been getting a lot of tower moments as well, and they're getting really frustrated because it's like they can't believe that their life is kind of like turning out like this, and there's just a lack of instability where they're currently at and a lack of resources as well. So this person is coming forward to say that they are becoming a better person. So they have been doing the work as we talked about. They do want to level up and they do want to change. They recognize that they've really messed up something that could have been beautiful and made it into something toxic. So this person again is coming forward to say that finding out the truth really crushed them. So it's like you may have found out the truth about this person, or there was some truth as well that they were not willing to acknowledge. So maybe if they were tied to somebody else as well, there was some sort of deception or cheating as well that their partner was doing on them, and they had invested a lot in that person, because I do see that they had been giving their power away to something else. So it could have been a job where they ended up getting fired initially, later on, that they're now reflecting on. I also see here as well, it could be overall a marriage that dissolved. There's just so much, you know, that this person is recognizing that they had done. So it's like they have a lot of regrets coming forward for this pile number 3. So let's get one more message from this person's, I'm hearing higher self. So we see here as well, so they want to be more than friends. So this person is now recognizing that they really want to grow this connection more and more with you, and they really want to get to know you a lot better. So it's like, I feel like this person is definitely going to be taking some sort of action possibly towards you, but we'll find that out in the extended to see what action exactly they're going to be taking. So we have several here. So there's abundance. So it's saying keep a positive mindset. We also have here mending our healing heart. So both of you guys right now are focusing on healing your heart, and I'm hearing healing from the past as well. So this person is also spending some time as well focusing on their self-worth, themselves, their shadow work. It's time for them to heal, and they know this because they realize that the way in which they had been conducting themselves was not leading to anything good. It was just chaos, disappointment, sadness, you know, a lot of heartbreak. And this person is stepping forward to say as well that they are missing you and thinking a lot about you at this time in terms of the last time that they saw you. I feel like if they could do it differently, they would have. They would have spent more time with you. They would have expressed their feelings to you. They would have truly told you everything. They wanted to open up to you, but it's just that this person just didn't think that they should have. They were just in their ego. And now when they look back on it, they feel like this was just so immature, and they're totally sorry. Like this person, I feel like they actually are sorry that things happened the way that they did between you and this person. So it's just kind of like giving me the energy where they're just not sure how to repair this with you. They're thinking about you, they're sad, they're depressed. For some of them, I'm hearing they're not eating well, they're not sleeping well. They're just really spending a lot of time just reflecting on everything in general that happened between you and them, and how they could have, if they had the chance to go back in time, they would have listened to you more. They would have showed you more love. They would have respected you. They would have put down their pride and ego. They would have been more generous towards you. They would have been more willing to work with you as a team to really build this connection, because now they recognize that with you and them, they could have built something great and solid that would have lasted the test of time. I'm hearing for some of them as well, like when their money essentially dried up, that karmic that they may have been tied to left their asses in the dust. And so this is something that this person is looking at as well, because you see the difference was you were a whole queen, you were a whole empress, you were it. but this person just was not willing to acknowledge you for who you were. And so when they went into that toxic situation, it was nothing but heartbreak, betrayal, loss, right? So they may have even invested in a job over you. And this is where this person is not recognizing that their inability to want to change was what fucked up everything, pardon my French, between you and them. So it's painful, but they're having a lot of reality checks at the moment as they focus and heal their heart. So it's through that healing is why I talked about the upper gateways to the other chakras, right? Once you heal your heart, you can unlock more of an authentic version of yourself, because again, this is without ego. This is without, you know, and I can't make this shit up. We have shadow. So again, Spirit is saying that a lot of you right now have to do that shadow work. That shadow work is where you guys are going to really be able to unlock a lot of the instability, the insecurities you guys had, and the reasons why the connection didn't work in the past. I do feel like this person is really thinking and is doing a lot of shadow work and reflection at this time. They could even be going through some sort of void period or dark night of the soul where they're just kind of like in the here and now. They're here, but it's like their mind is just not here, because they know without you, it's not the same. Like, it ain't hidden. Like, it's not it. So this person is truly sad and depressed without you, is what I feel. And they do have a lot of anger, and some of them as well want to get even with you, because I feel like you triggered a big codependent issue that this person has, where they have a huge abandonment wound, right? So this is something as well that ties into inner child wounding, right? Abandonment issues, not wanting to be alone, right? And this is why we stay in toxic issues, toxic situations, toxic people, places, and things, because we don't want to be alone. So when you face that shadow, that's when you're also able to unlock a lot of the reasons why you may have stayed in something longer than you should have, when you really should have just walked away and stood in your power. So let's read from the book now. So it says, although no one likes to admit it, we all have our dark sides and shadows, those less than flattering facets of our personality that we delight in abusing and shaming others and wielding power in the most unfair ways. Whether it is the condescending remark at the slow-moving grocery bagger at the supermarket, or the aggressive hand gesture directed towards the meandering driver on the road, or the belittling comment made to our uncooperative child, many of us are guilty of hurting and deliberating others at times. Your divine helpers are present now to help you witness your shadow, lovingly make you aware that it's actually contempt for yourself and your vulnerabilities that fuels such hostility towards others. These gentle but powerful higher forces surround you in love and urge you to accept and embrace your weaker aspects, rather than harshly rejecting yourself by attacking those aspects in others. Ease up and be more tolerant of yourself. If you do so, those shadows will give way to the light and healing. Your divine healer's message: ask for help and accept our light. So Spirit is encouraging you to do that shadow work. Through the shadow work is where you're going to be able to unlock the higher chakras. So if you are interested, at the time that I am going to be posting this, I'm going to be doing my webinar in terms of shadow work and healing the inner child, because the shadow is usually born in childhood. So it's through our first heartbreak, loss, separation, especially for a lot of us on the twin flame journey who grew up in very dysfunctional environments. A lot of us, our childhood was fucked, right? And I'll be the first one to admit it. I definitely have had to look at a lot of my father wounding, my mother wounding, a lot of the ways in which I was raised, because as a twin, we take on the template of our family members. So enough of me rambling. We're going to now take this over to the extended, where we're going to be finding out this person's next actions towards you, their feelings towards you, sexual messages, and advice from the guides. So if you're not able to join me, that's okay. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys would also like to comment, sub to the channel, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway to 2 lucky subscribers that will have a chance to win a free personal read, as well as stay tuned for Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm going to be going live to do a free mini reads to the collective. So I thank you guys so much for your love and support. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light at this time. Take care, pile number 3.